This blasted financial crisis started in America. It's all their fault.
It may be their fault, but at least they are good at punishing wrongdoing. Unlike here.
What do you mean?
Well, in the USA they punished Bernie Madoff.
Only after he'd confessed everything. And he has no incentive to tell the truth.
Well, at least he is in jail for the next 150 years. And he has been fined $170 billion.
Why so much?
So any hidden money can be confiscated from him or his family. And also Goldman Sachs was fined $550 million for mis-selling financial products. And they did this very quickly. Unlike here. No one has done anything that bad that they should be in jail. All we have done is to strip one man of his knighthood and fine some others from Northern Rock.
What were they fined for?
Well, David Jones of Northern Rock received a fine and a ban for misreporting the quality of some of their loans.
That seems harsh.
Well, he misreported the loan quality to Northern Rock's Asset Liability Committee. So they thought that the loans were making more money for Northern Rock.
So what happened?
Well, they put the wrong figure into their company account. So people thought they had good loans that were making money.
And were they?
They were not as good as he said. So because of that misinformation, Northern Rock may have been more confident to keep lending money.
That's okay, isn't it?
Well, they were not using money from their depositors and keeping a fractional reserve. Instead, they were borrowing money on the open market.
So
because they thought they were making money on the loans, they were confident to lend more money and borrowing more on the open market.
So what happened?
Well, there was a credit crunch and people stopped lending to banks. So Northern Rock could not borrow more money to repay some of the previous loans that were due. It had to borrow the money from the Bank of England. And it caused the first run on a bank in Britain in over 150 years.
Because this man told his bank the wrong figure.
We don't know.
Why?
Because the Financial Services Authority do not accept that misleading the Asset Liability Committee of Northern Rock about the loan quality can cause the bank to lend more in a property boom. Even if the bank was lending at 120% of the value of the property at the height of the boom.
I don't understand. If you were told you were doing good business, you'd want to do more good business. If you were told you were not doing good business, you'd do less or try to cut your losses, wouldn't you?
Not according to the Financial Services Authority.
So he got a fine and a ban. But wait a minute. Isn't false accounting a kind of fraud?
Yes, it is fraud.
And fraud is a crime in Britain, isn't it?
Not according to the Financial Services Authority. It can also be reckless behavior.
So how did the Financial Services Authority determine that this was not fraud?
That's a secret.
What do you mean, secret?
It is against the law to disclose how the Financial Services Authority determines whether misleading an Asset Liability Committee is fraud or just reckless.
So, we don't know.
We will never know.
Well, at least the guy got a big fine.
Yes, it was over £200,000. But we don't know if he paid it.
Why?
Because that information is secret.
So he might not have paid it?
No, he might not have paid it.
Well, at least he has been banned from working at a bank in a responsible position.
That's right. But that does not stop him from being a consultant.
So he has been fined, but we don't know whether he has paid, and he can still work so long as he is not accountable.
Yes. In the USA he probably would have been sent to jail for 20 years and fined $10 million.
How much was Northern Rock bailed out for?
£100 billion has been added to the national debt to cover Northern Rock's liabilities.
Because of this misreporting?
Not completely. We are not allowed to know. It's still a secret. Perhaps we will know in 50 years' time.
When all the people involved are dead.
Something like that.